Hello and welcome back to In Focus. Today I'm joined by one of India's rising stars in badminton and already one of India's top ranked double players, Krishna Prasad Garaga. Krishna, thank
Hi,
you for joining us and welcome to the show. It's an absolute pleasure.
hi, thank you for having me.
So, how's it going? First things, all good.
All good, all good.
Okay,
Practice is going great. Yeah,
nice. So you've been on tour recently. I'm sure Europe wasn't as fun as you would have wanted it to be,
yeah,
but
yeah,
Dubai was nice. Asian mixed team championships. It wasn't half bad. You guys
yeah,
finished third, if I'm not wrong.
yeah. So we were very close to beat
Yeah,
China.
yeah.
So everyone had a great experience in the team. So yeah, Dubai
So
was a great experience.
in a very corporate structure, are you happy with the first quarter's performances?
No, I'm not really happy with all the tournaments recently.
Hmm.
So we are working on it, and it is really tough to be playing in the
Yeah,
top 32 in the top level. So we are trying our best to do well there too.
I'm sure it takes some time to get
Yeah,
things going, and it's not like you've been playing with the Vishnuvardhan for ages now. You
yeah,
guys are a fairly fresh pair in term as long as badminton goes,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. This is just our second year, and
Exactly.
in the first year we have played some really good tournaments.
Hmm.
So this year everyone is doing the video analysis before our match, and everyone is
Yeah,
more prepared than the
yeah.
first year. So it is a bit uh, difficult. So we are trying to cope up with it. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
you go in with a certain skill set. Everybody, especially in today's day and age, it doesn't take long to get
yeah,
all of those footage and all of that in place.
yeah, yeah. So everyone does that. See, recently all the top players are also thanking their video analysis coach and everything.
Yeah,
So that every other country is doing it. So
yeah. How
yeah.
how how is the Indian team adapting to all of this?
Indian team is also doing it. In doubles, we are doing it.
Hmm.
So it recently started from the past year. So mostly we know all of the players, but if we don't know any new players, so we are just going to YouTube and just video analysing them. So
Okay,
that's a good thing. So everyone is doing this now.
okay, that's good. So I want to take you back to the very beginning.
Hmm.
How did this all begin?
Uh, I would say my father used to play badminton. For he played till All India universities and he was the captain of Andhra University and everything. So he wanted me to play a sport. Uh, I was I started with cricket. He was a cricket coach too, so I used to go for a cricket summer camp. Then after that, my mom was like, "No, no cricket. Let him play indoor sport." So I started into badminton
How
from
come?
eight. My mom didn't want me in the sun for a long
Yeah.
time, so
Okay.
yeah. So she told he will play indoor sport. He'll play badminton. Take him to the court with you. So that's when I started playing badminton. I started going to the court. Then I slowly liked badminton.
Hmm.
And after playing 3 years with my dad in my hometown Kakinada,
Yeah.
uh, Rajendra sir called me up to academy trails. So I got into Gopichand Academy when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
From then I'm in Gopichand Academy.
So how was that switch? Like I'm sure once you started taking badminton seriously, Gopichand sir became one of your heroes, if he
Yeah.
wasn't already.
Yeah.
So how was that? How was that switch into his academy and you're around him and all of that?
Uh, I was quite nervous with all the seniors and Gopi sir around in the first. It was very different because I was used to getting done everything done by my parents.
Yeah.
So in the academy, I was all alone with all my friends. I was young too. So it was difficult in the first, but then everyone was very friendly, and I had a lot of seniors who were helping me. So that was a different way to be there. And Gopi sir helped us a lot during my every step in my career. I think starting from under 15 ABC to taking the big decision of changing me and Satwik to only play doubles
Yeah.
in our under 15 last year. So that was a very big decision which he took. With all the seniors, he was in a meeting room, and he was like, everyone takes up doubles late. That shouldn't be the case here. He wanted us to move into doubles in a very young age, like when
Yeah.
we were 14 years old. So that's when he took this decision, and that decision is really working great for us.
So, but again, I asking as more of a layman in this particular scenario, is it very difficult to make the switch if like you had been playing for a good 5 6 years by then, and
Hmm.
then to switch to the doubles side of things? Is
Uh,
it a difficult switch?
it is kind of a difficult switch to play only doubles.
Hmm.
Everyone was playing singles and doubles till then.
That's what. Yeah.
So I was performing well in doubles most of the time. I used to play finals or semi-finals in doubles, and not that great in singles.
Okay.
So I enjoyed doubles from the start.
Hmm.
So it wasn't that difficult for me.
Okay.
There were sessions where Vijaydeep sir was saying to play hard strokes and all. I was like, I can't do it. And I
Okay.
went back to the kit and I just sat down and saw the whole session. So
Wow.
it was, yeah, it was difficult. Like, I was not that strong in the start. So he was just telling us to play the hard stroke. So in
Hmm.
doubles, that's what we need. So
Yeah.
I was like, I was not that strong. I was only being able to just place the shuttle in the corner. So I told I can't do it, and I just went back to the kit and I just sat down and watched the whole session. So there were sessions like that too. It is quite difficult in the start. Once you get used to it, it is much easier.
How does one deal with that? The doubt almost of it all. This is not something for me.
uh, it is basically about what we enjoy in the tournaments. I really enjoyed with a partner beside me on court. I
Hmm.
can talk to him, I can tell him this needs to be done, or he tells me what needs to be done. I found it comfortable. And I really like doubles from the age 13. In under 10, I've played my All India doubles final.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
already started enjoying it. So I used to enjoy my doubles games a lot. So it wasn't that hard for me.
Okay. So, in all of this, I do want to speak about your father's role because he's been a very crucial
Yeah.
part in terms of you starting and your progression almost.
Yeah.
So, how was that? Like, what kind of a role did he?
He had the major role actually. Like every tournament, he used to travel with me
Okay.
uh, till under 19. In the seniors too, he traveled a lot. In under till under 19, my mother and father both used to travel with me and Satwik. We
Okay.
all used to stay in the same room. We shared a lot of memories of winning the EBC and what so many memories. So it was a huge role. And in the first, he only traveled to my tournaments, but
Hmm.
later on, my nutrition and food were not taken care of
Hmm.
in the tournament. So I used to get tired very easily. So then he took the decision to take my mom to the every tournament too. He
Okay.
used to prep me for the match, and my mom would take care of my food and this, so that I don't get tired or I don't get like my energy isn't there for the third set.
Yeah.
So that was taken care of too, with my mom coming too. So the whole tournaments in India were good. Like we were doing well
Hmm.
in doubles. So that was good. So he used to tell me like even after the sessions every day. He used to tell me that if you do this, this would be good. So try doing this. Or we used to talk a lot about badminton. So that was really helping me. Uh, that really helped me a lot during my career and that progress.
So, unfortunately, he passed away about a year and a half back,
Yeah,
and in about 3 or 4 days after he sadly passed away, you were playing senior ranking
yeah,
tournament.
yeah.
Honestly, I can't even imagine being able to do that. What did you tell yourself to be able to actually come up with the strength more than anything?
I was just thinking about what he would want me to do if he was there. So that is the only thing I could imagine, like he would want me to do. Like he go play. That's all he said. Like play the game you love. So that is what I thought, and I came back to playing this tournament.
So, when was this switch? I mean, I'm sure there's a switch for every athlete in their journey.
Hmm.
Maybe it came with your father, or maybe it came with Gopi sir or somebody, wherein the athlete starts thinking about, okay, this is life now. Badminton
Hmm.
is life now, or whatever sport. How
Hmm.
what was that for you? Like badminton is life now.
So when I was 12 years old, I asked my father that I'll go try in the academy for 1 2 years. If
Okay.
I'm not doing well, I'll just come back and do my boards and everything. I'll
Okay.
study. I was a good student too. Like I was scoring 90 plus on all my final exams. So
Okay.
I was like, I'll just go and try for 1 2 years, and then we'll see if I can make it. If I'm in the top, I'll keep playing. Otherwise, I'll come back and study. So when I was 12, I went, and when I was 14, I got my first Asian Championship medal in mixed doubles.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll keep trying. Like bronze is not bad. So then I won three more medals. I won the Asian badminton too. So I was like, this is my life now. Like I want to get into the top. I can't do well. So I was in the uh, I was number one in ranking in all
Hmm.
my age groups.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take it forward, and I thought I can do well in this. So this is my life.
When you were thinking about, okay, okay, we'll probably I'll go back and maybe continue with the studies, did you have a specific career path in mind? You wanted to be something specific?
No, like I wasn't thinking about it that much because I thought I was decent enough in badminton. So I just told him that I could go to the academy. That's it.
Yeah, that's good. So
Yeah.
a lot of people have this thinking, Acha, if
ये नहीं तो ये
in
नहीं. Yeah.
if it is not badminton, then I'll become
Yeah. Yeah.
a scientist, maybe, I don't know, something.
Yeah. 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 No, I didn't have anything in mind, but I would say doctor, maybe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a noble
Yeah.
fallback as well, and a
Yeah.
very, very hardworking fallback as well. So
Yeah.
you're somebody who doesn't shy away from putting it all out, whatever you're
Yeah.
doing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're chasing excellence. I mean, any athlete to be able to reach where you have at such a young age, there has to be a excellence chasing component to it all. But is there something that you want to achieve, like specific? This is something that I have to.
Uh, so I would say in the doubles right now,
Mm.
uh, Satvik Chirag started to do well.
Yeah.
So, and now Dhruv and Arjun are also following it up with
Mm.
be very close. So we want to make doubles a career path too. Like
Yeah.
no, if anyone we go and tell them that we are playing doubles, everyone will come to us and say, why not singles?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so that is there always. So a lot of relatives of mine ask me that still, will you shift to singles now? When will you shift
Okay.
to singles? That still happens.
Even today.
Yeah, that still happens because they don't know much about badminton.
Yeah.
They want me to be playing singles and be only me or something like that.
The personal glory of it all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that is there. So I think that will change slowly after seeing all the results which are coming up.
Hmm.
So I think all of us in the doubles would want to change that perspective of looking at doubles. So I think that would be a really nice thing to do.
And I'm sure with the recent success that you guys have had as doubles pairings, I'm sure that is inspiring even more kids coming through the academies to take up the double
Yeah,
side of things more as a
yes.
viable thing, because a lot of times what happens is a player is probably not physically strong enough for a singles thing,
Hmm,
especially at a
hmm,
younger age,
hmm.
but they also maybe a parents or a relative's pressure or something.
Yeah,
They also don't want to switch to the double side, so that way the
yeah.
player then falls away from the radar
Ye-
of it all.
Yeah, yeah, that is there. That is always there. And there are a lot of doubles players coming now. There are almost 40 to 45 kids playing in the junior batch where we are
Nice.
playing. So, a lot of doubles, young people are coming up, young kids. They want to play doubles. It's coming from their own this thing.
Okay. Okay.
So, that's great.
That's a good switch, and I hope
Yeah,
that continues, because
yeah,
we have a plethora of talent. However, it is
yeah,
being used, it's better for the country and the sport.
yeah, yeah.
So, in all of this, I mean, chasing success, excellence, all of this, there are a lot of setbacks. You've mentioned how the start of this year also hasn't been as satisfactory, as pleasing as you would have wanted it to be.
Hmm.
How do you deal with that then? How do you deal with the setbacks?
Uh, So I would compare from last year to this year.
Hmm.
Last year, not uh, the ranking was still frozen. The ranking was still frozen. So not every top player was playing.
Yeah.
Every top player, none of them like some of them were scared of COVID. Some of them don't want to travel too far. So everyone is in their comfort zone. This year, everyone wants everything is being normal now,
Yeah.
and if we are in not top 32, we are not getting
Hmm.
the entry in the top tournaments.
Yeah.
So we need to keep our ranking. We need to perform there to get the and maintain the ranking. So that is there, and our performance is it is quite different from last year.
Hmm.
Uh, I would say tournaments in the last year were slight easier,
Okay.
where only two or three pairs from the top 10 or like there is some gap
Okay.
in the rankings and in the players coming.
Yeah.
So that is not the case this year. So all the players in the top 32, all the big players, big names are coming into the tournament. So we are just thinking about the short-term goals is to improve small things in our pairing and be more brave and try to be more consistent in what we are improving so that we can see small steps forward.
But when that sort of a setback or a tournament exit happens, what is the first action item on the agenda? Okay, this is what I need to do to probably get back, or probably just reflect on it a little bit.
After the loss, I'm a bit off for 1 or 2 days. Like I could have played
Understandable,
better,
yeah.
or I could have done this. So after that, we have to trust the process. That's what the coach says. So we have to trust the process of what we are doing is right, and we have to keep doing it
Yeah.
so that we are more consistent in our good things which are happening on court. So that is what
Very fair.
motivates us or
Very,
gets us going.
very fair. And like you said earlier, it is about keeping on the development side of it, because you're not the surprise package anymore for anybody. So
Yeah.
that obviously plays a role. Who do you turn to though in a moment like this? Happy or sad? Whatever. Who's your first go-to person?
Hmm. I would say it was my father for everything before,
Mhm.
but I'm still searching for that person now.
Okay.
So that is the, yeah.
I it is hard, man. I'm sure it is,
Yeah, yeah,
especially for him having played such a involved role more than anything else.
yeah, yeah. His first priority in his life was my career, so
Yeah.
it is hard for someone to take up that role or someone to just step into that shoes. So it is.
What about your mom?
Mom loves me too much,
Uh,
so
she's
she just
emotionally
can't
too
be hard
involved
on
then.
me. Yeah,
I understand. I mean, I think that's 99% of the mothers in India, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, yeah.
No worry. So, in all these 15 years that you've been playing badminton now, what is the one piece of advice that has stuck with you?
I would say, like, when Gopi sir told me to do most of the things on your own, like, everyone is doing everything.
Yeah.
What you do differently is what matters.
Yeah.
So, so that's what he told me, and that is stuck with me from a long time now. So everyone is doing the same training, everyone is doing the same on-court drills.
Yeah.
So what you do differently from them is what separates you from the rest of the group, is what he said before once. So that is what I take.
What do you try to do differently from most people?
So I like there are some of my favorite strokes.
Okay.
I try to work on them a little more. And like there are some crucial interceptions or the net play or whatever. I like to do them in my crucial situation too. So if that gets going, so that is a lot easier for my partner too. That makes the game more comfortable.
Yeah.
So I try to do it more. So and work on it a lot more.
I want to ask about the Thomas Cup experience. I mean, that is a one like big part
Yeah,
of Indian badminton story so far in the last, I don't know,
yeah,
70, 80 years. So
yeah.
how was that, the whole thing?
That was a really great experience, and we never thought we were this close to making history, or we were making history in the process. So everyone is very much focused about their match, and the group thing was very good. The men's team, we all used to go have dinners together. We used to go sit in the room, spend some time with each other, have some meetings before the match, or the coaches decide the time, whatever it is. We used to still come and sit and meet up before the match, before every match, and after the match too.
Yeah.
That was really great. I think Pranoy and Srikant, they led us well because we were all
Hmm.
very young. We were just 24, 25, or 23.
Yeah.
Priyanshu
Yeah.
was the youngest, and we were all the young batch. So they were leading us quite well, and that was really great. I would say from the first match, everyone believed that we are a good team,
Hmm.
and we can fight for it. That's what every coach was saying in the first meeting. So someone was saying we are the dark horse, or someone just said that we want to just believe and go in for the match and challenge them, and we can come back with a win. So we just go all in and we
Hmm.
fight. So that's what we were thinking before. So yeah, all went well, and
Very well.
there are yeah, very well, very well. So there are this one semi-final match where I would think like I could have played better or I could have done better. That's leaving that apart. Everything went perfect. So the crowd and the support to each other, even if the
Yeah.
fourth player or the third player is not playing, they're still giving their all out from the stand. So that was really great.
Did life change in a tangible way after the historic Thomas Cup victory?
Uh, Badminton is much known to the people now with the Thomas
Okay.
Cup victory, and it is not the like I would say it is still Saina Sindhu and all this, but it is saying like the men's are doing well too.
Yeah.
It has always been them. They got us badminton in India. So from them, we are just carrying it forward, and everyone. It is much better now. Life is, yeah, it is in a good way. It changed, I would
Yeah.
say, yeah. And I would say like in the team events, we all were in the same team in
Yeah.
juniors. Me, Satvik, Laksh, Dhruv, Priyanshu, we all were traveling together for team events,
Hmm.
and we always wanted to get a medal in team championships in world championships, junior world
Yeah.
championships. So we played 3 quarters together, and we used to be very sad. We used to cry after the loss. Like
Hmm.
we were that close to getting the medal, and we used to have meetings of our own with the team, where me, Dhruv, and Laksh was speaking to the whole team, like to the girls and the boys, saying
Yeah.
that we could do this. It's our last year, whatever. So we used to have that meetings, and we did continue those good things here too,
Hmm.
where now it's showing results. I feel in the
Okay.
last 2, 3 mixed team events or team events, we are doing well. So that has been changed, I guess. But I heard
Yeah.
from a lot of seniors, but it was more of an individual this thing before. Now it's a
Yeah.
more compact team, I would say.
I think maybe early on it was literally just a few people breaking out in isolation. That's why there was a sense of individuality. Now you guys are all
Yeah, yeah,
breaking through together in any case. So,
yeah,
and like you said, you guys have been together for a while now with tournaments
yeah,
up and down and everything. So I'm sure that forges
yeah,
something.
yeah.
So how's the team up with the Vishnuvardhan? Like how does that work? How has the last 2 years been?
Mm, he's a bit of aggressive player. He's a backcourt player.
Hmm.
So, and when we were training in the COVID times, we were helping out Sathik Chirag for their Olympic preparation and everything. It helped us a lot too, and we
Yeah.
were growing as a pair too. Like Mr. Matthias helped us a lot. Coach Matthias
Yeah.
helped us a lot while we were just starting our pair. And Gopi sir took the decision that me and Vishnu should play. So that went really well in the first 3, 4 tournaments where we break into top 100 quite easily than
Hmm.
any other pair would do. So that was good for us. And we played our first Thomas Cup together too
Okay.
in Denmark.
Yeah.
So in the first year, everything was really good and everything was comfortable.
Okay.
We were getting the victories and we could see what we were practicing going on the tournaments.
Yeah.
So that was really good. So after you reach that some point, we kind of hit a break. So
Hmm.
we are trying to let it go. Let
Okay. Okay.
it
So
go.
you're thinking of going in different directions at this point.
Yeah, we are going with a different perspective altogether, like what needs to be done, more
Fair.
individuality thing. Yeah, we are both coming up on court with different ideas so that we
Yeah.
keep going. Yeah,
Fair. Fair. I mean, there has to be a sense of I know we've spoken about how it is a doubles game and all of that, but there has to be some sense of individual growth or whatever. So uh,
yeah, yeah,
that is the name of the game. Like, every
yeah,
great has gone through this period of
yeah,
self introspection. Maybe I don't know.
yeah. We need to just come out of it quick, and if
Uh,
it's a rapid shift, then it will be all cool.
I hope so. I really hope that when it is not badminton, like when you're not playing or thinking or talking about badminton, What does a day in your life look like, or that 1 hour? Maybe I don't know.
Mhm. I watch a lot of football.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
a huge Barcelona fan, so
Okay.
I follow Premier League too. So I used to watch a lot of cricket before, but I don't like it that much now. But
Okay.
I follow the Premier League and I follow Barcelona, and I love playing futsal with my friends. We all used to
Okay.
play it every Saturday before. That is not the
Hmm.
case now with a lot of tournaments coming up. So we enjoy playing football, talking about football, discussing every other thing about football. So
We need to do another
uh,
conversation then, because I can do that all day. Which one is your team in the Premier League?
Premier League, I'm supporting Arsenal this season.
Oh,
I
nice.
hope they win. Yeah.
So I've been a Liverpool fan for about 19 years now. Almost 19 years now. I've seen all of the real
Yeah.
bad ones and the good times.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Good times will, yeah, yeah,
We'll do a football chat some other day.
yeah, yeah,
So
sure.
what next? What is your next few tournaments or months looking like?
I think we'll have a selection tournament coming up
Mm.
before the ABC or after the ABC. I'm just looking forward for the ABC and the selection tournament. And I think we'll just take a step down and play all those 300,
Yeah.
not just trying in the top level. Top
Mm.
level, it is difficult to get 1, 2 matches.
Yeah.
So if we take a step down and if we could win some of the tournaments, that would be really good for our confidence.
Yeah.
So we would try to build back that and do well in this two tournaments coming up now.
And match practice, I'm sure there is no substitute for actual game practice. So
Yeah,
the 300s and all of these will help with that as well, not just the
yeah.
winning. If you want to leave us with one thing, like one thing for anybody coming through now, any 8, 9 year old like you were all those years back,
Mhm.
anybody just starting or anybody's parents who are listening to this conversation, what would you leave them with?
I would say like whatever you do or whatever interests you, go in with all your heart, and that will bear fruits eventually. If we go in with all your heart, that is going to make you better and make you big.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say.
So,
That's what I did too, I feel.
and the country is seeing the fruits now. So that is credible advice. That is tried and tested advice coming from you. So I had a brilliant time speaking with you, Krishna. Thank you so much for taking out
Thank
the
you.
time, and thank you so
Thank you.
much for
Thank
sharing
you.
your journey. I hope you enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I had fun. Thank you. Thank you so
Okay,
much for
and
having me.
we'll do a football thing very soon.
Yeah, definitely. Very sure.
Yeah.
We'll do it soon.